This is Britain's Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. This reptilian old fool from the pits of hell. This, this, I don't even know words to describe this piece of crap, this piece of dog. I can't stand him, and I can't stand the royal family. So he's at it again. He nearly killed two individuals, one woman put in a cast, another a 9-month old baby, nearly kills them by carelessly driving at 97 years of age. But what's worse is that now, 2 days after that accident, you can clearly see him again, back behind the wheel, but even worse, without a seatbelt, which is against the law in the United Kingdom. You can be fined for driving without a seatbelt. You can be fined for being in a moving vehicle without a seatbelt. And this creature of Satan feels that he can flout the law because he's some kind of royal. I mean, this foreign-born royal thinks he's above everybody. He can just, I mean, can you imagine if anyone else in the UK not only almost kills two individuals by driving, I would say recklessly, because, at 97 years of age, really, you really shouldn't be driving. And one of those he almost kills is an infant. And then not only that, drives without a seatbelt. Can you imagine if anyone else did that? I mean, can you imagine if someone of color did that, which would be even worse? And don't tell me that there is that it would make no difference, because in many cases you see it does. Now let's go from let's talk a little bit about the victim of that accident, the real victim, a woman. Her first name is Emma, and she's right now in a cast. She's on pain medications. Her birthday's coming up, and she has to spend that birthday on pain medications because of this stupid idiot, this fool, Prince Philip. And she says that the Duke of Edinburgh has not apologized, has not reached out. The Queen hasn't reached out. Nobody's reached out. The Queen's lady in waiting reached out to her and gave a very odd phone recording saying that the royal family hopes that they'll be remembered by her, which is a very strange thing to say up to someone who has just been in a very violent car crash by a major member of the royal family and has suffered an injured arm. We hope you'll be remembered by you. That's what the phone recording said. But the Duke of Edinburgh is worried about losing his independence, so he gets to now drive his vehicle, a brand new vehicle without a seatbelt, which is against the law. The police give him a little bit of a talking to, advise him about safety. That's what the police do for the royal family. They advise him about royal safety. Meanwhile, if it was anyone else, they'd have probably fined him 150 whatever, probably even arrested them. And I think Prince Philip should be arrested. I think Prince Philip should be arrested. He should be fined, and should have his license shredded. That's what I think should happen. I really cannot stand the royal family. And one thing that has always irritated me is that I'm a Canadian, and one of the things that I hate about this country is that we still have this, we still consider Britain's royal family our royal family. The biggest nonsense I've ever heard. They say, oh, it's a part of our history. Well, excuse me, I'm very Canadian. It's not a part of my history. It's not a part of my history. And I'm very Canadian. Anyone who wants to dispute that, well, come, you can answer to me. I'll knock you out. It's not a part of the French Canadians' history, who were here before the British. And it's not part of the natives' history, who were here before everyone else. It's the history of a very small percentage of the population, a population which is shrinking every day. Should get rid of the royal family. Canada should become a republic. And kudos to all those Caribbean nations who are doing so. But Prince Philip needs to go through the same punishment, the same consequences as everyone else in the United Kingdom would. You almost kill two individuals, one of them being an infant who's not even 1 year old, and then 2 days later you order a new SUV to drive around without a seatbelt, which is against the law. How stupid can you get? How foolish can you get? I cannot stand this family, and I cannot stand these people. This hypocritical, unpleasant, disgraceful SOB. The same individual who says he wants to be reincarnated as a virus so that he could lower the world population. He believes in world depopulation. We should have a Chinese style one child system, yet he and the queen have 4 children. He talks about people having second homes. Meanwhile, he has all kinds of different homes. His queen is the largest landholder in the United Kingdom. He talks about the environment and global warming, yet the royal family's footprint is global carbon footprint is the same size as Texas, if not bigger. Their grandchildren jetting all over the world, doing God knows what, spewing all the carbon into the atmosphere, and they want to talk about us and our carbon footprint. This racist New World Order Illuminati, this guy who said to British students in China, don't stay in China too long, you'll be slitty-eyed. Asking Aboriginals in Australia if they still chuck spears at each other. This man is going, I hope he goes to hell. I do not want to die and find Prince Philip in heaven with me. I'll kindly ask God to put me in hell if I see Prince Philip in heaven. I can't stand the man. I can't stand the whole royal family. And I do believe that he had something to do with the death of Princess Diana. But all that put aside, this individual needs to be prosecuted, his license needs to be taken away, and he needs to be punished for driving 2 days after a very serious accident without a seatbelt. This is the Iran Nation.